detailing, the structural detailing of counterfort support to the retaining wall, we're going to see now. So I'll share the screen which will show the drawing of the retaining wall first. Okay, so can you all able to see? Can you all able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the detailing which are done it for the cantilever retaining wall. Okay, similarly, as I told already, there will be no change in the structural elements. There will be a stem and there will be a slab to heel slab and there will be a toe slab and there will be a shear key if needed. Okay, so all those things will be there in the counterfort retaining wall. Okay, but that this difference is there's you should detail the counterfort support at this particular point. How will you do? Okay, so that we can cover now. Okay, so simultaneously we will cover the tools which is required to draw the detailing also. We will see side by side. Okay, so first of all, what is the breadth of the counterfort support? Okay, so we have assumed the breadth of the counterfort support as, can tell it this one. Okay, so actually the breadth of the stem is 200. Okay, so from this position we have to decide the breadth of the counterfort also. Okay, so the breadth of the counterfort is you type L. Okay, so L command. So the L command will be activated. You click on this point. So the actually, the width of the counterfort is 400 mm. You just click, you just type the value as 400 mm. Okay, so that is the width of the counterfort. So the thickness of the wall, this line is increased. You can decrease the thickness of the line also. L. Actually, you can go by this one. So you just click this line, and there is the show line thickness. Okay, so then it can be the normal line. Okay, so the thickness can be somewhat reduced like this. Okay, so you have specified the width of the counterfort support. Okay, so then as I told already, the counterfort will tie the stem and the slab together. Okay, so for that you have to join these two particular points so that the counterfort is drawn fully. Okay, so the ortho option is drawn, but the counterfort is provided at an angle of the counterfort is provided at the angle of what? Okay, so the at the angle of 62.5 degrees the counterfort is provided. Okay, so that's why you can off the ortho option. You just join this stem as well as the slab together. Okay, so the outer line of the counterfort, that is done. Okay, so the outer line of the counterfort is done. Okay, so after that you have to go for the reinforcement detailing. Okay, so first of all the curtailment bar is provided. Okay, so as I told already, curtailment bar starts from the stem and it travels. Okay, so it travels along the counterfort support and it ends in the yield slab. Okay, so that is the way the curtailment bar, that is the surface boss is provided. Okay, so how can you provide that one? Okay, so you just type the line again. You start from here. You can have the ortho option on. Then you can have the option. Okay, so this is the curtailment bar is provided. Okay, so you have to highlight the curtailment bar, so for that you just click on this bar. Okay, so you just click on this bar. You go for this option. Okay, it will be there in the bottom icons. Okay, show or hide line weight. Okay, so if you click on show line weight, it will appear like this. So then it is differentiated, right? So it is differentiated, but you have to decrease this line weight also. You can go for the default option. So the curtailment bar is highlighted. Then the outer portion line width is reduced. Okay, so this is the tool which is used. Okay, so what is the tool? You just click on the line. So right click on the line. So after that you choose the property. So in the property you can you choose the line type and the line weight also. In the line weight there are different line weight is available starting from the default line weight, and you can increase the line weight up to 1 mm or 2 mm whatever you need. Okay, so as of now I am choosing the default line weight type. Okay, so then you can close this toolbox. Okay, so this is the way. So you have provided the curtailment bar at the bottom. Okay, so similarly you have to provide the on the one direction. Okay, so you have to provide the curtailment bar on the other direction also. For that you just click on the line option. So it starts from here. Actually it starts from the here. Likewise you can go for it. Okay, it ties the uh, it ties the base slab, that is base steel slab, and the counterfort together. Okay, so up to this there is no problem. Okay, so from it starts from the here, the secondary curtailment bar, it starts from the here and it covers the thickness of the base slab. So after that it going to travel, it going to be provided in the stem. Okay, up to which distance you can provide, so that we have seen in the design. Okay, so up to the distance of root of h. Okay, so the overall height of our particular counterfort retaining wall is 7.8. That is root of 7.8 will give you the curtailment bar distance. Okay, up to which distance you can provide the curtailment bar. Okay, so that can be provided. Okay, so starting from this portion you can provide the curtailment bar up to the length of 2.45. You can if you want to exit the current tool, you can click on escape icon so that it will be exited. Okay, so this is the way the curtailment bars are provided. This is the way the curtailment bars are provided. Okay, so then you have to so the curtailment bar is generally, it is the surface reinforcement. Okay, so it is provided in the two directions. Okay, so the one direction it covers from the stem to the counterpart, and it ends in the slab. Okay, heel slab. Okay, in the secondary curtailment bars. Okay, it starts from the slab and it ends midway through the counterfort. Okay, so it ends in the midway through the counterfort, that you decide based upon the square root of the overall height of particular counterfort retaining wall. Okay, so the surface reinforcement detailing are over. So then you have to go for the supplementary reinforcement, that is the inner portion of the counterport support also has to be reinforced. That is this portion. How will you reinforce that thing? Okay, so that I'll show. So by using the line command only, you're going to do along vertical as well as in the horizontal direction. You just click on L and enter. So the line command will be activated. Okay, so or else you can do it by using offset also. So the center to center distance between the two the reinforcement of the counterport support is 450 mm. You can offset this particular one second, you can change this property because it is thicker. You can offset this line, okay, so that it can be shown as a reinforcement along the vertical and the horizontal direction of the counterport support. Okay, you just click this one. O, that is offset. O, enter, will enable the offset command in CAD. Okay, so O, enter. So after that is specify the offset distance. Okay, the offset distance is 450 mm. 450, enter. Okay, so then you have to specify this one. Okay, so then it is offsetted like this. Okay, then now what you can do, you just offset by repeat the offset command. Okay, so you just click on offset, repeat offset. So the distance is 450, enter. So you click on the option like this. Okay, okay, this is the way you can do. So the drafting is not over yet, so you have to correct this drafting actually. Okay, so why you can extend this. Okay, you click on this line, then you click left click on this particular point, so that it converts from the blue color to the red color. Okay, then you just drag. You just simply drag, then it will be formed like this. Okay, so likewise you repeat. So we have completed somewhat. Okay, so then you have to trim the unwanted portions. Okay, so how will you trim? T R double enter. Okay, so you have to enter that you have to enter 2 times. Okay, so then you can trim, so that the unwanted thing. Okay, so which is there, so can be trimmed off. So this side also you have to trim. As much as we are trimmed. Okay, so now you can delete the lines directly. Okay, so which is there. So as of now, we have almost completed the horizontal reinforcement detailing of the counterfort support. Okay, so now we have to do the vertical reinforcement detailing also. So for that, I'll show how to do. Okay, by using this AutoCAD command. Yeah, we are done. So the horizontal reinforcement detailing we are completed. Now we have to do the vertical reinforcement detailing. So now how will you do that that one? So you just see. So the vertical reinforcement detailing, we're going to provide the pass at 110 mm spacing. Okay, so 110 mm spacing in the sense. So from this particular outer surface of the stem, the detailing that is the steel rod to be provided is provided at the distance of 110 mm. Okay, so like for that you can use the offset command O enter. Okay, so O enter. So specify the offset distance, that is 110. Okay, so you just click on the source object and you click outside likewise. So the horizontal considering the horizontal reinforcement detailing, so we are done it using. So we are done the spacing between center to center spacing between the reinforcement is like 450 mm. In case of vertical, so the center to center, that is from this bar to this bar, the distance is what, 110 mm. Okay, so that is the difference. Okay, So again, in this case also, you have to you have to trim the unwanted portions and you have to extend wherever it is needed. Okay, so for that, first you trim. Okay, tr double enter is the shortcut to trim. Okay, you just click so that the unwanted portions will be trimmed. So at the bottom you have to extend the bars also. So for that, so you need not to have that line command. You just zoom this one and you just click this line and left click, not right click. Left to click you can extend. Okay, so you just have this command also. Similarly, you repeat it for the other reinforcements also. So we have completed drawing the vertical reinforcement detailing. So then you have to trim the portions which is not needed. Okay. So as of now, we have completed the drafting. Okay. So we have completed the drafting portions. Okay. So now we're going to detail. Okay. So you should know the difference between the drafting and the detailing. So we are drafted. Drafted means we are drawn. Okay. So now we're going to detail the things. Okay. So before that, you should notify what is the ground level. So line command. So you can change the property of this particular line also. So right click on this one. Property. Go for the property. So then line type, not line type actually, line thickness. Okay, so you choose it as default line thickness. Then it will be like this. Okay. Now we have to detail. Okay, so what are the detailing to be provided? So we are given the two kinds of curtailment, right? So we have provided the two kinds of curtailment. Okay, so one thing is from this two from the top and from the bottom. Okay, so from the bottom, we're going to cover the curtailment up to some particular distance, which is depends upon the height of the counterfort retaining wall. Okay, so we're going to do that. Okay, so how will you do that? MLD. Okay, so MLD is nothing but M leader. Okay, so that is the option you're going to use for the detailing. Okay, so you just see, you just click on the top curtailment. Once again. So what is the curtailment detailing? So you're going to provide 8 mm dia bars. Sorry, 8 numbers of 22 mm dia bars. Okay, so at the surface. Okay, so that curtailment detailing is nothing but, so at the surface you're going to provide the reinforcement. So that detailing is 8 mm dia bars. At 8 numbers of 22 mm dia bars. Numbers of 8 numbers of 22 mm dia bars. Okay. To make this particular text visible, so you can use the scale option. Okay, so the first curtailment detailing we have completed. Okay, so after that, the second curtailment detailing, so you repeat the MLD. So MLD is nothing but M leader. Okay, so you choose the secondary. So that is the bottom curtailment detailing. So the bottom curtailing detailing is chosen. So then you detail that one also. So what is the detailing for that? So the bottom curtailment detailing is again 8 numbers of 20 mm dia bars, but the height is reduced. Okay, so the height is chosen uh, depends upon the height of the curtailment part. Okay, that is 8 numbers. 8 numbers, 20 mm. Yeah, okay. So that is the bottom curtailment detailing. So similarly, the top curtailment detailing is like this. Okay, so 8 numbers of 20 mm dia bars. Okay. So after that, the horizontal bars which is reinforced, so that detailing we have to do. Okay. So what is that bar dia? So they are used again 8 dia bar is 8 and it is provided at the spacing of 450 in case of horizontal reinforcement. Okay, while in case of vertical reinforcement, so the dia bar is same, that is 8, but they have reduced the spacing with center to center spacing between the two bars. Okay, that is 110 okay, which you are seen while drafting itself. Okay, so we have to detail that one also. So the horizontal reinforcement and the vertical reinforcement is going to be detailed now. Okay, so you just choose the horizontal reinforcement first. Okay, so horizontal reinforcement. What they given, 8 dia bars at from center to center. So this is the way the horizontal reinforcement is provided. So that also you should mention. Okay, what is the orientation? Okay, so the orientation is HS, capital HS, that is horizontal section. Okay, so the orientation is horizontal section. In the same way, you have to detail the vertical reinforcement also. How will you do the vertical reinforcement detailing? You just choose this one. Okay, you just choose the same. The concept is same. Okay, so you just choose this one. So the dia of the bar is not going to change. 8 dia bars, but the center to center distance is changed. Okay, so the center to center distance between the two vertical dia bars is 110 center to center distance. Okay, so we have completed the drafting and the detailing also. So one step to be added. Okay, so it is not visible, right? To make this thing visible, either you can go for the scale tool or you can go annotation tool also you can do. Okay, so I'll do it for one. So you can increase the annotation. It is not visible actually. Oh, it is so big, right? Okay. By using the style annotation, you can go for like 250. 250 is 250 also it is big only. Style annotation 100. Based upon this your requirement only. So at the end it should be visible to you to see. 150 is fine, I think. So 150 is fine. Okay. So you can replicate the 150 annotation for all. You just how can you do, I'll tell. Okay. So how can you do, you just left click on this one double the times. Then you drag the you just simply drag the mouse. Okay. So that all the texts will be chosen. So all the textures will be selected. Then you can go for the style and annotation. So we have to taken 150. Okay, so it is visible. Likewise, you can do it for this two also. Just simply what you do, you just double the time, you just right click. Then double the time, you just right click. Then you select all the text. Then go to the style option, annotation. So the annotation is 150. You just choose. Then your text is visible to you. Okay. So this is the detailing. Okay. So this kind of detailing, so the reinforcement which is provided in the stem and shear key detailing, we are completed already in the previous steps itself. Okay. So now what you should do, so what is required preliminarily, you can go for a dimension. So quick dimension or linear dimension. So what is the thickness of the stem which is provided? So the thickness is not going to be changed, 450 mm. Okay. So likewise, the breadth of the yield slab is 1 meter, that is 100 mm. And the shear key breadth is 450 mm. Again, 1.55. So if you see the overall width of the slab, 3 meters. Okay. So detailing is also almost done. Now we have to specify what kind of structure is this. Okay. So like for example, we have done it here, so this is design of cantilever retaining wall. Likewise, you have to do it. Okay. So what is this? This is the design of counterfort retaining wall. So before you doing that, you just choose this one. Okay. So you have to change the property for this because the thickness is high, so you have to reduce the thickness for this. You just select this one and right click, go for the property and line weight. So line weight is 0.3 mm. Okay, so you can go for the default type. Okay, so then it can be changed. Okay, likewise you have to do it this for this also. So this line weight also it is increased, I think. So you have selected all the dimension, you just go for the line type. So the line type you just select default. Okay, so now it is changed. Then after that, you have to choose what kind of structure is this. Okay, in case of this is a cantilever, design of cantilever retaining wall. So similarly, you just copy this one, have the author option on. So but this is not a cantilever retaining wall, it is a counterfort retaining wall. So this is the counterfort retaining wall. Okay, so you need to change this text. Okay, for that you just left click double the times. Okay, so this is not the cantilever retaining wall, you just delete that one. After left clicking, so you can change the text actually. So design of counterfort retaining wall. Design of counterfort retaining wall. So apart from this, so this detailing also you can choose it. Okay, you just copy this one. So we have detailed the almost we have detailed the everything. Okay, so we have detailed the stem of the counterport retaining wall, and we have detailed the counterport support retaining counterport support also, like curtailment reinforcement, and as well as the vertical and horizontal reinforcement. Okay, so that we are done. Okay, so in the vertical reinforcement we have left one thing. So we have to mention with this, it is a vertical section. Okay. So after that, the slab also, that is the bottom slab also has been detailed. Okay. So this is the overall view. That is this is the overall structural detailing of the counterport retaining wall. Okay.